1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, with the Verve Bittersweet Symphony. The Talking Heads and the Goo Goo Dolls got us going today with Iris. It's Opie and Anthony.
Good afternoon.
How are you, bro?
Very well.
How was your ride in today?
A little strange, I gotta say that.
Why?
I'm going across the 59th Street Bridge. And get about almost halfway over. And it looked like some of that clear plastic was hanging across the center of the bridge. And I'm like, what is that? And then it hits, whoa, it was rain. It was like a wall of rain I drove into.
Wow.
It was pouring.
We needed that rain, though.
Yeah.
The city was really starting to smell really bad.
A little stinky.
We needed to hose everyone down.
It's the good Lord's way of showering the spit off the sidewalk.
Yeah, people were coming up to me going, man, the homeless people smell extra nasty today. No, that's not the homeless people. That's everyone out there. You can't help but smell on a day like today.
How come the guy with the parka and the dreadlocks still walks around with the parka when it's 97 degrees?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Got that big 70s snorkel jacket on.
Right.
The big boots.
Yeah.
The dreads. And it's 97 degrees.
97 degrees. Great.
I'm good.
Oh, by the way, if you're a potential advertiser of the Opie and Anthony show, don't bother calling. I found out that the salespeople are too busy doing other things than selling our lovely radio show.
Well, what do they do?
I was horrified. I was eating lunch today in the break room, trying to get together, get the show going and stuff.
Yeah.
And I got to call her out on this. You know, cute little Lisa?
Yeah.
Quiet Lisa?
Yeah.
Innocent-looking Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
She admitted to us while we were eating lunch today that she's busy playing a game on her computer called Catch the Condom. I'm like, don't you have, people to call to try to advertise on NEW? No, she's busy playing Catch the Condom.
What's Catch the Condom?
I would love to get Lisa in here to explain what Catch the Condom is. I bet you she's mortified now and she's hiding. But, Lisa, if you're listening to our voices right now, run down the hall because we want to understand why you're spending valuable work time playing this lovely game on your computer called Catch the Condom. She says it's a riot.
If it was lunchtime, the sales staff was probably off for a good 2 hours already.
Yeah.
Because that's like a full day's work by 10 o'clock or so.
Well, I'm looking down the hall. Oh, here she comes. Come on, Lisa. Let's see if she's brave to come in here and explain herself. Come on in here. Oh, she's giving me the finger. Come on. Come on.
Not the finger, that's the Italian elbow.
All right, get over there. Get over there.
I don't believe you guys. Just because you don't know how to catch a condom or put one on doesn't mean they got to pick on me.
Thank God I don't know how to catch a condom.
Oh, you know how to put one on, though.
Now, what is this?
You.
All right,
what
Lisa.
are you playing?
Now, explain to Anthony what this game is, but be careful. You can't use the D word. You can use the P word, though.
The P word, okay.
All right, go ahead. Now, explain to Anthony. And don't curse.
Well, that's very hard for me not to do.
All right.
Okay, what it is it is a penis that goes back and forth along the bottom of your screen.
Right.
And through the keys, you have to make it go faster or slower to catch a condom that's coming down from the top of the screen. And they have little crosses and little sharks.
Picture like Space
And the
Invaders.
best part is they have ammunition.
Uh-huh.
You get ammo every time you swallow a condom.
Oh.
In the form of little sperm. So you shoot.
Come on.
So, look.
This is what you're doing instead of working at NEW.
I dare you to try to do this because you won't be able to.
I'm not playing Catch the Condom. Sorry. Are you good at it?
No.
Not too bad.
No. Why are you worried about that? You don't want to play anyway.
True.
Whoa. So has anything been sold?
Oh, yeah. We're doing a ton of business upstairs.
Really?
Understand. The sales department can work 20 minutes a day because they're that good at their job.
They're that good.
Is that
They're
it?
that good.
And then the rest of the day, you guys are playing Catch the Condom.
No, the rest of the day, we're out making calls to drum up new business to keep us on the air.
A station that's in 20th place, such as NEW, sells itself.
Right.
But you're here, and we're going up, babe.
That's right.
We're moving.
Going up. We're moving.
All right, well, thanks for explaining Catch the Condom.
Thank you. My mother and father, I'm sure, because they do listen now. Thank you, too.
How does the little Willie run on its little She goes, how do I say that? All right, I think we can figure out how they run across the screen. Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks. Wow.
Right. Well, there you go.
All right. Well, they have time to sell the station and play computer games.
Catch the condom.
Catch the condom.
She should at least send the game to us so we can play it in the studio or at least check it out, you know?
You play Catch the Condom.
I don't want it. All right, request line 212-757-1027. The fax line here at NEW, 212-957-WNEW. May I have your attention, all potential advertisers? Lisa is standing by to play Catch the Condom. How much do they have to advertise, Anthony, to play a game of Catch the Condom with Lisa?
I would say like maybe a $15, $20 buy.
$15, $20 buy in the Opie and Anthony show, and you get to play Catch the Condom with Lisa. Give us a call here at NEW. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York with 7 Mary 3. That's their latest, called Over Your Shoulder. Pink Floyd before that. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey!
Are you ready to admit now, Anthony, that you have now played Catch the Condom?
I just did.
You played Catch the Condom.
Went out to the computer to check it out. It seems to be a favorite amongst the sales staff. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little computer game.
Right. Well, they got to keep busy. The phone isn't ringing too much around here, so they got to, keep busy doing other things. And they found this lovely game that you can play on their expensive computers that I'm sure CBS Radio bought for all those guys up there. And
just to play games on.
Just to play games. And they were sick of solitaire, so they found this game, Catch the Condom.
Well, I see. I played it. And there's a piece of male anatomy that goes across the bottom of your screen, and condoms fall from the top of the screen.
Right.
And you got to watch out because there's a cross, I guess representing the Catholic Church, that goes around and pops the condoms before they make it down to you. And if the cross hits your the piece of male anatomy, it kind of goes soggy on you, if you know what I mean. And then there's this killer condom that goes around with teeth on it.
Right.
And if it gets a hold of your piece of male anatomy on the bottom of the screen, it's an ugly, bloody scene.
It does a Lorena Bobbitt to your...
Yeah, it does.
What a great game.
It's frightening.
Why didn't we have this when we were growing up? We had stupid Pong.
Oh, but Pong was great. Then you could also play squash.
And what was the difference between squash and Pong?
One paddle on squash.
Right.
You bounce it against the wall. Or play ping pong.
Remember how they advertised that, though? 5 video games in one, and it was the exact same game. They just made the paddles bigger.
It's one lousy game.
One lousy game.
And it burnt the TV screen, so you're trying to watch TV, and you would see the image of the Pong game in there.
My parents got mad. We wrecked a TV or two in our household with the first video games out.
Yeah, they went for like $100 back then.
I remember going to the bowling alley in Huntington, which is now a supermarket because no one really goes bowling anymore. Anyone else notice that all the bowling alleys have turned into supermarkets?
That's true.
But anyway...
you have to pick the mic. I hear that.
You hear that? It's one of my nervous habits. I do that.
Get your hand off of that.
All right, sorry.
Jesus.
Remember the video game? All it was in the middle of the screen was a tree.
Right.
And then you had 2 gunslingers on opposite sides of the screen.
I remember this.
And the only, you had the tree and you had to poke your head out and try to shoot the other guy.
Yeah.
The game would go on forever. No one would die.
It was horrible.
But it was the most exciting thing ever because it was a video game.
Well, when Asteroids came out, that was huge.
That was huge.
And Space Invaders.
And Pac-Man.
Pac-Man was very big. A lot of people addicted.
Centipede was huge.
Centipede. Mm-hmm.
But then they started wrecking the games because Pac-Man was great, and then Miss Pac-Man was kind of cool. Yeah. Then they decided to take it to this wacky level where the Pac-Man became huge and the whole screen, waka, 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 waka. Remember? And then you had to shoot and stuff. Right. It wasn't enough that they came up with a good game. They tried to keep increasing and making it better.
Ms. Pac-Man, and then they had the baby Pac-Man.
Yeah, and it just got so confused. It was like, what happened to my little game? I just wanted to go around and eat the little dots.
I enjoyed regular Pac-Man.
Right.
Why did you change it? Why is it a huge Pac-Man now taking up the whole screen?
Donkey Kong I used to like, too.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was a good one. And then it got to the point where computer games were just cheaper to bring home.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of killed that out.
Atari.
Now, forget about it. You get like Sega systems and Nintendo 1 billion.
Right.
That's now real 3D graphics that actually come out and choke you.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. It punched me. This game is great.
How true, how true. The listeners are killing me now. Thanks, Anthony.
Why?
They're calling up and laughing at me. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. Here's Everclear, and I will buy you a new life. I think the listeners are right. We should just shut up and play the music. I don't want to hear about that anymore. You a-hole. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. You're hanging with Opie and Anthony. There's a guy on the line who says that he's got a date because of our show.
A date?
A date, yes. Ronnie, what's up?
Guys are cracking me up. You know, I'm driving, obviously, a flatbed. You know, so I'm up and down listening to you guys. And say a quick story. I might have this future date tomorrow night with a girl because of you guys.
How did that happen?
I was driving down the road, and I started laughing at one of you guys, gimmicks there, and I look over to me, nice little girl, I guess about 5'5", looking about $110, you know, and I see her laughing. So I noticed that we're like thinking about the laughing at the same stuff, and I go, she's got to be listening to them at the same time. So I tell her, put down the window. I says, Opie, Anthony, and she nodded, yeah. And I says, you always listening? She goes, I try every time coming home. So it ended up that she ended up exchanging numbers while we're driving here down LIE. And
Were you exchanging the numbers as you're flying down the LIE?
Oh, yeah, you know.
How do you
get the old hand signals, you know, of course, before you crash into the guy in front of you hitting his brake.
So it looks like you're going to have a date with this girl because of our show.
That's pretty much it.
Now, what bit were you guys listening to that you were both laughing at?
Yeah, you had the comic on, and he was going over with the, about Anthony's, he went out with Anthony's sister.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro. And you got ripping him apart? Oh, my God.
Yeah, Adam Ferrar, who's a famous comedian and Anthony's pal from childhood days. Anthony finally confronted him on the air about doing his sister. Fouling his lovely young sister.
Story.
Oh, man, I would have to walk out of the studio. I don't even know how he sat there for it. You know, I mean, he's used to pouring it on other people. He just got a reverse.
Yeah, and now because of that, you got a date. That is cool.
Yeah, no, it definitely, so far looks like it's pretty good. So we'll see about tomorrow night.
All right, Ron, congratulations.
Hey, thanks, man. You guys, keep it up, man. I know you got to be getting all that hate mail for real. I know you got to be. You're not just saying it because 102, you know, has a lot of old-time listeners. But I love it, and everyone else I'm talking to, you know, we're all switching over listening, and everyone's digging it, you know?
Hey, cool, man.
Thanks, man.
You guys, keep it up no matter what the pressure is, you know?
We definitely will.
Take it easy.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Oh, a date.
So you got to listen to the Opie and Anthony show because you might get a date with somebody.
Now you'll hook up.
You might hook up, yeah. That's wild. All right, we're doing a lot of phones today because they're ringing like crazy. So if you want to add something to the show, maybe about something we talked about earlier this week, or you got something new on your mind, give us a call, 212-757-1027. Whose birthday is it?
I don't know. The sales staff had time to bake a cake.
What is going on in this place?
No, actually, this cake is to commemorate our first sale of the week, and it's only Thursday.
The sales staff is back down on the 9th floor again with a cake that they baked because they have nothing better to do today.
Good, thank God. I'm hungry.
Yeah, we are hungry.
But thank you for asking.
We found out today that the sales staff plays a game on their computers called Catch the Condom, and now they're walking in the studio with a cake to celebrate someone's birthday. No one's working around here. No wonder we're in 20th place. Up from 23, though.
With a bullet.
With a bullet in the head.
Plenty of bullets.
I think we all need bullets in the head. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Here's Collective Soul, The World I Know. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Heart's crazy on you. One of the songs they always played during the laser shows.
Yeah.
They always played that one, and Blue Oyster Cult Godzilla, threw in some Floyd and threw in some Zeppelin. You had a great, great laser show.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Opie and Anthony. Hi, how are you? What's going on?
Speaking of Godzilla real quick, you saw the movie, right?
Yeah. Did you finally see it?
No, I didn't finally see it. I got to ask you a question.
Okay.
After Godzilla kind of trounced on New York the first time,
right?
Was there any traffic in New York after that? Were people able to drive through Manhattan after that?
Yeah, they were still driving.
Oh, really?
A little bit, sure.
So one crane falls down, and the city, you can't drive down there.
No.
But Godzilla could, knock down entire buildings, but you can still kind of get around.
Oh, sure.
As long as you stay out of the affected areas.
Yeah, they were still getting around trying to catch Godzilla.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just wanted to know that.
All right, now that you brought up the crane, I got to play this thing from yesterday.
What?
The Brian Unger thing.
Oh, was it the crane?
Oh, my God. No. Where we asked Brian Unger from Comedy Central his thoughts on the crane incident in Midtown. We got so much email overnight about this, so check this out. Brian, closer to home, we need your take. You're a news guy about the Times Square incident, the construction accident. Very tragic. Everyone's talking about it here in the city.
Yeah, I think it gets all New Yorkers starting to think about their fate here in this city, because you really do go in the most bizarre ways here. When your number's up, it's up in such a huge way. For instance, I know of a guy who was hit on the head by an air conditioner that fell out of a window and he split his skull open. He's now dead. I think that's a tragedy. When a cab jumps a curb, it doesn't just bump into you. It mows over 8 people and the baby, in the carriage and in the au pair and everything. It's very ugly.
Only in New York.
Imagine this woman, meticulous apartment, watching Sally, enjoying her day, thanking God she's alive. It's a beautiful morning, a little hot, but she's grateful because she has air conditioning. And she hears a creaking sound, thinking it might be the wind, or perhaps there's someone down the hallway or someone coming to knock on her door. No, it's a giant crane coming through the ceiling that lands on her television and smashes her, makes her one with the carpet. That's a bummer. Again, tragedy in New York strikes in such a bizarre way.
It's like a cartoon. What happened to that lady?
It really is. It's the Far Side. You have the picture of the window and the crane falling outside.
Right. The whole angle of hearing the sound down the hall. Maybe she thought it was her grandson coming to visit her.
He needed that detail?
I've told him to be quiet so many times.
It's awful.
And no, it's a huge steel crane coming through the ceiling. Sometimes things drop from the ceilings here in New York, like roach larvae, or a light fixture or something. No, a giant crane is coming through the ceiling.
It's probably the heaviest thing that could have possibly fallen on her.
Oh, it's just a giant crane. There's that giant crane again. Gosh, I hate... We're a city on the brink. If Mayor Giuliani would like to do something about the quality of life, why can't he do something about those giant cranes?
Oh, man, is that funny. Very good.
Tragic.
Can we do our crane contest that we were talking about off air yesterday after the show? The scaffolding contest? Want to explain it to the people?
Yeah.
Is the promotion department at NEW ready to...
I don't know. See, I don't know.
Promotion... No?
I don't know if it's ready yet.
Do we even have a promotion department at NEW? Is there? I don't think there is a promotion department. We have a sales staff that likes to celebrate birthdays and play Catch the Condo, and we don't even have a promotion department at NEW, and we wonder why we're in 20th place. Up from 23, though.
Up from 23, come on.
Well, me and Anthony have this great idea, because there's a lot of, buildings being built and stuff.
Everywhere you look, there's scaffolding, cranes, construction.
Right.
Going on.
So what we want you guys to do if you're walking around Manhattan is to look up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see an Opie and Anthony sticker, Opie and Anthony NEW sticker that we're going to have made hopefully in the very near future if they like this idea, you look up, and if it's on some of those construction sites, and that construction site falls on you, we want to give somebody $10,000.
A piece of scaffolding with our sticker on it.
Yes.
If you get struck with it, you will get $10,000.
$10,000 from you and I.
How about that?
Just a way to try to get more listeners for our show.
I think that's a pretty good promotion, considering a lot of things are falling off of buildings these days.
But if something falls on top of you and it doesn't have the Opie and Anthony NEW sticker, then you just lose.
No, then you
lose badly.
Then you could sue the city maybe if you're still alive. But no, if you get hit with a nice piece of steel with a nice Opie and Anthony NEW sticker on it, $10,000.
$10,000.
I think that's a pretty good promotion.
Let's set the contest in motion, because we don't have a promotion department here, so I guess we can make that decision ourselves, right?
Yeah.
You think?
I think we're part of the we are promotions.
Okay.
And sales.
All right. So
and on air.
I know. So after the show, what we'll do is we'll put Opie and Anthony NEW stickers all over the construction sites, and if that falls on top of you, bring the piece of construction that hits you in the head, and we'll give you $10,000. All right?
Okay.
All right. I like that. Wow, phone's ringing like crazy. We'll go to them next. 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York, with Fastball and The Way. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
Wait a minute, everyone. Hold on a second.
What?
I think Earl's working.
What are you doing?
Earl's working, everyone.
What are you doing, Earl?
Come here.
Grab that mic, Earl.
Earl, what are you doing?
We need to know what you're actually doing right now. I've never seen you work. I've been here a month, and look, you're actually working. Before you know it, the radio station's giving you an 18th place.
I think so. We're moving. We're going up.
Earl, you're the key to the ratings around here. Don't you understand? the harder you work, the higher we'll go in ratings.
Earl, what are you doing right now?
What are you doing? Because this is the first time I've actually seen you work.
Basically, what we're doing is taking the CDs that are in the library that are old and scruffy and scuffed up and replacing them with brand new shiny CDs.
All right.
Wait a minute. Let me check. Our ratings just went up 1/10 of a point.
1/10 of a point.
I swear to God.
Very good.
Wow.
He gets $200 an hour to do that.
I
do. He works with Scott Muni, for 2 hours, and then he wanders the hall for 8, and they pay him for 10 hours a day. But today, you are working, Earl.
Thank you.
He's going to hit
I'll kill you both later.
Hey, I was kind of nice. You don't have to kill me.
Yeah, all right. We could ask you about that. No, we'll ask that next time. I never knew a black guy could blush. He's blushing over there.
Death to you both.
All right. The phones are doing pretty well today. Want to take another one?
Sure.
Hi, NEW.
Opie, here's a question. You can see if this rumor is true. Were you ever caught receiving oral favors in a bathroom stall at a going-away party?
I got to go.
Why?
Who's this?
This is Fred from Merrick.
Hi, Fred. I don't know what you're talking about. Why is everyone abusing me today?
I seem to recall that you were slightly intoxicated when the incident happened, because I was the second person to walk in the bathroom.
I gotta stop answering these phone calls live. Can we put a 2-hour delay on our show so I can think of some of these things before I answer?
All right, well, listen, I got a customer.
All right, well, hell with it.
Is it true?
Hell with it. Yeah, it is true.
Oh, man.
What happened was I was at my office Christmas party, and I was talking to the two big bosses at the bar, and while I was talking to the big bosses at the bar, this girl, she was playing with my stuff right at the bar.
Jesus.
And being, a hot-blooded male, she said, I'll be right back, and she went into the ladies' room, and I followed her in there, and...
Sure, that'll be fixed, no problem. Just let me write you up ticket.
Well, who are you talking to?
I got 3 customers online here.
You idiot, I'm telling you what...
I hear you. I'm not listening, I'm here.
Will you put down the Powerball tickets? I got something to say here today.
All right, well, listen to you on the radio. I have to go. I got 5 customers now. You're a good man. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Don't worry about Chewbacca. Bye.
You didn't even want to hear it.
I'm getting nailed today.
So what happened? Finish the story.
You're pounding me about the girl I lost my virginity to over and over again.
Who'd the one in the stall look like? Jabba the Hutt? You're going for the whole Star Wars trilogy?
Come on, can I just hit the commercials here?
No, I want to know what happened.
I went in there, I was sitting on the stall, and she was,
Oh, that's a class act, Opie. You really know how to romance these girls, don't you? Yeah, that's kind of cute. Hey, honey, come here. Yeah, I picked out a special bedroom stall for you.
Oh, that's lovely. It was during the Christmas party, too.
Oh, good.
And then
nice holy time of year.
I was convinced no one saw me go into the ladies' bathroom.
Christmas party, you going into the ladies' room, no one will notice, okay?
Right.
So what happened?
Had a lot of gin and tonics in me, and she was doing...
All right, enough.
And all of a sudden, this lady who happened to be the boss's wife said, oh, my God, that's Opie in the stall getting...
Oh, I thought you meant the lady was the boss's wife.
No.
Oh, what are you saying?
No, that would be a good story, but no. So,
the boss's wife walked in and saw what was going on.
She saw my legs and figured out that it was me, and then, like, when I left the bathroom, everyone applauded.
Oh, great.
Got a standing ovation. I was mortified.
All right, good. Porkies.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about it.
Great.
Man, the abuse is flying today. 102.7 WNEW, The Rock of New York. Here's Creed and My Own Prison. Check it out. 102.7 WNEW, The Rock of New York. Green Day, time of your life. It's Opie and Anthony for the ride home. Mets and Brewers tied at 5 after 8 innings. Yanks don't play tonight. Yankees just on fire. I get so ticked off when I open up the paper.
Yeah.
And you see that the Yanks lost. You're like, they lost!
Yeah, but it's like, come on.
Oh, I know, but you just want them to, get the best record in baseball history this year,
Keep winning.
They're like 10 to 15 games ahead of everyone in wins.
Isn't the old-timer game coming up or something?
Yeah, it is.
It is, isn't
Actually,
it?
Don Mattingly said, no, thank you. No, he's not ready to do that yet.
Isn't it sad? Like, you realize you're getting a little older when the old-timer game is guys you remember watching play.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not the old-timer game. Old-timer is like if they dragged up the Babe.
Oh, no.
The Babe. Babe Ruth.
Hey, it's the Babe. I love the game of baseball. I just smoked and drank too much, so now I got a cancer kazoo.
Do you know Babe Ruth was the first one to get a cancer kazoo?
Yes, I do know that, actually.
Little trivia for you, a little baseball trivia.
See? Showing our intelligence once again today on the show.
Baseball and broads, that was the life for me. How about that Lou Gehrig getting Lou Gehrig's disease?
Yeah, that sucked.
What are the odds of that happening?
Come on, that's
Got the same name.
That old gag, babe.
Yeah.
Come on, come up with new material, will you?
Yeah. Just makes you feel a little old, though.
Yes. No, what also is making us feel a little old is the people that dropped dead in the last few days.
Well, I see on the cover of all the papers, got a couple of pictures of the dearly departed. We have Alan Shepard, famous astronaut.
By the way, I was right about that yesterday, because I look like an idiot.
You said he went to the moon in 1961.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did.
I did not. He was the first in, space.
First American in space.
Space, right. He missed out by, what was it, like a few days or something, in 1961, and everyone laughed at me yesterday. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, because we were talking about when he went to the moon.
And I said, well, he was the first one in space, I thought. All right, go ahead.
Right. And Robert Young, of course, Father Knows Best.
Who can I bring up again?
Yeah.
I thought he was in the Abe Vigoda category.
He was supposed to be dead.
And a few people emailed us overnight and said, yeah, you're right, I thought he was dead. The Abe Vigoda category is celebrities that all of a sudden you read the paper and you found out they died, and you go to yourself, I thought they died years ago. A la Abe Vigoda. A lot of people think the guy's dead, but he's still walking around.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, did you read the paper on Abe Vigoda?
No.
In the Daily News the other day? This is pretty funny. He walked by the crime scene of Irene Silverman's mansion on 65th.
Abe Vigoda?
Abe Vigoda.
Fish.
And I guess some of the people were joking, saying, hey, Fish, are you here to, help us out?
I'm sure he loves hearing that.
Yeah, but he was going to the park for a little walk, they said in the Daily News.
Still kicking.
Man, is this the nosiest town in the history of the world?
Gotta walk by the scene.
Well, besides that, the papers, a celebrity can't, take a dump without someone reporting on it in the New York papers. It's amazing.
True.
So
I was just a little troubled. Maybe it's just me. But they got these two guys, Robert Young and Alan Shepard, on there, and there was a third guy that passed. A bit of my past. Bob McAllister. Not even mentioned
in the
papers. Bob McAllister, you might remember from Wonderama. If you're anywhere in the age bracket from, I don't know, between 30 and 40, maybe?
Maybe even a little younger.
That whole thing, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older. You'll remember Bob McAllister as being the host of Wonderama, little kid show. Little Bob McAllister for you. This is from Kids and People Too.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, this will bring you right back. Right?
I guess.
Come on. Problems of our own. Kids are people too. Come on, sing. Wackadoo, wackadoo. Opie, dead! I don't feel like singing. Oh, we do our best to do our thing just like the rest. Kids are people too. Come on. Yes, they are. That's right. Bob McAllister. He's dead now.
Can you shut off your computer?
What? That's a haunting song.
Very haunting.
Well, there's a little web page that I found that has some info on Wonderama.
Okay.
The guy went to Wonderama, 3 tapings of Wonderama. It used to be on 205 East 62nd Street, right in Manhattan, and it was on the old Channel 5, which was WNEW.
It was. You were right
Metro
about
Media
that
Television.
Okay.
The tapings, get this, the kids would arrive midweek at about 9 o'clock in the morning. And tapings would go for about 10 hours.
10 hours?
10 hours.
How many shows did they tape?
One.
It took 10 hours for one taping?
10 hours, one taping.
You go to a Rosie taping and it takes 61 minutes.
Doesn't matter.
For an hour show.
I know. I guess keeping these kids in line.
Oh, wow.
They didn't supply lunch.
Right.
No lunch. Only snacks.
Right.
During each break, McAllister would step away from the kids. My guess is that a few of them got on his nerves and smoked like a chimney. I remember once or twice he snapped at some kid who was being annoying. Other than doing his bit for the camera, he never seemed to be interested in the kids at all. Maybe it might have been the pressure of an 8 or 10 hour long taping. Wow. Remember the big basement that they used to have the disco in?
Of course.
It was the same studio. All they did was aim the cameras in the other direction and pull out the 4 dancing platforms and put some color lighting on.
Oh, you're wrecking it. You're wrecking my childhood.
I
believed all this.
At the end of the show, the kids would get, junk like silly putty, Lender's bagels, good humor ice cream, and Kuralt hot dog. And the kid said not many kids actually walked away with prizes, only a couple. And then they'd have to usher the kids off because the 10 o'clock news set had to be set up in the same studio.
Wow.
And they drive off. But, little memories from Wonderama. I remember when I had 3 Dog Night played. I remember watching 3 Dog Night, and I always thought it was so odd to see a rock band in there with the front row of kids, like 3, 4-year-olds sometimes, looking like they had to they were doing the pee-pee dance.
Yeah.
Like dancing around, and it's like, Jeremiah was a poop, and then like a little kid would come up and grab onto the bass player's leg and like dance, do a little kid pee-pee dance. It was just, I would be like, yeah. Get my agent on the phone.
Right.
I'm gonna hit him with a ball-peen hammer right over the head.
It's like, I used to be somebody.
And now I'm playing on Wonderama. Take you out with a little...
No more.
Come on now.
Come on, shut it off.
There it is.
Oh, man.
Bob McAllister, dead. Sing it, kids. Opie. Sing it, Opie, damn it!
And now, a song for Bob McAllister on NEW.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York, new band on the music scene. That's everything singing and about Hooch. Song is called Hooch. It's Opie and Anthony. Mets have taken the lead at 6-5. Could this be the last out to right center field? No. Okay. 1 out to go in the game.
What is this? Sports radio?
Yeah, sorry. Sports radio. Yeah, speaking of sports radio, you know how the papers, they always, they say like Warner Wolf broke a story or someone else in town?
Yeah.
They usually credit the big sports guys for breaking a rumor or something that ends up happening. Okay, I want to break one right here.
What do you got?
I'm telling you, I want to be the first in New York to say that Michael Jordan, Phil Jackson, and Scottie Pippen will be playing on the Knicks next year.
Whoa. Well, that's a bold statement.
So if the News and the Post are listening right now, you could print that and you could quote me on that. I want to be the first to give that to New York.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm impressed if that happens.
Thank you very much.
Like Kreskin. What are the Powerball numbers?
Powerball. What a nightmare. No one won that stupid thing yesterday. No. So now it's $180 million going into Saturday's drawing. And on the news yesterday, they're all doing the news reports from the lines in Connecticut. And there's vendors selling pizza and soda and water as people wait hours to get their Powerball tickets for a chance to win $180 million Saturday. Great. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Hey, because you were talking about Wonderama, see all these lines? Every single one of these people have a memory of Wonderama.
A Wonderama story. Well, Bob McAllister, the host, is dead at 63 years old. You might remember him from the 70s, his show Wonderama, right here in New York on Metro Media Television, Channel 5.
Right.
Turn your head like that again. That's really cool. Oh, geez.
Sorry.
It's like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bob McAllister's dead. And Opie's trying to... Cut it out! What are you... You're chasing away our listener. Stop it.
Sorry about that. Okay, the Mets have won. There you go. We were just stalling. Well, you want to go to the phones and talk to someone that has some Wonderama memories?
Yeah, a little Wonderama memory.
NEW.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
This is the DJs?
Yeah. This is the DJs. What can we do for you today?
We're the whackerigious DJs.
I was on.
Do you want to give a shout out to someone this afternoon? How about a long distance?
All right, already.
Let me tell you, we're the wacky DJs.
Okay.
What can we do for you?
I wanted to share with you that I was on Wonderama.
You were on Wonderama?
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that awesome? Dream come true.
What happened?
I have to say that I was very disillusioned by Bob McAllister.
Why?
He was a jerk.
Was he?
Yeah, I actually
did he take you in the back and try to work you like a puppet?
Well, two things. One is I got to, I was sitting like right in the front. So I tapped him. I wanted to talk to him about something.
Yeah.
And he goes, don't touch. I was like, oh my God.
That was his line. That was his pickup line. You know, kids are people too.
Yeah, he was full of it.
Wackadoo, wackadoo, wackadoo.
I got to play a game.
You got to play a game? What'd you play?
Pass it on.
Pass it on. How did that work?
It's like telephone, where one kid, they tell them a riddle, and then they have to pass it on to the next one.
Oh, right. And it would end up totally different by the time it got
and I was actually the last little kid, and at the end, he would always pick them up,
Yeah.
Say, hey, good for you, whatever.
Did he pick you up?
Yeah, he picked me up. And then he was all, putting on his good guy act. He was all nice.
Oh, the poor guy's dead. So you saw right through him when you were really young.
Yeah. I was like, you're full of it. I was like, give me a good toy. So all they gave me was a spirograph.
Yeah. Now I'm going to be Mr. Fingerheimen.
What was his name? Mr. Finkelheimer? Yeah, it was Dr. Finkelheimer.
I'm going to be Dr. Fingerheimen. Come here. Wackadoo, wackadoo. You know that game where you have to eat the crackers and whistle? We're going to play, but we're not going to use crackers. Wackadoo, wackadoo.
Oh, my Lord.
And I got to eat good humor ice cream.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you for the memory of Wonderama.
Sure.
Has anybody here got an aardvark? Has anybody here got an aardvark? Let me pull out my front pockets in my pants and I'll show you the aardvark. Come here. Come here. Well, I'm gonna feed you this Kuralt hot dog.
Opie and Anthony. 1027.
Back to the music. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York, with Eagle Eye Cherry and Save Tonight. It's Opie, it's Anthony.
Hey.
And it's time for our childish bit of the day.
Yeah.
We had a meeting yesterday, and we found out that we're allowed to do one childish bit every show. Right, Anthony?
Is that one?
One, yes. I don't think we've done anything childish today, do you?
No.
I don't think so. And we didn't come up with any brand new childish bits today, so we got to play the one from yesterday.
All right.
When Brian Unger was doing his Charles Kuralt thing. How many people do you know could do a Charles Kuralt impression?
Not many.
Not many. So, when he was doing that Sunday morning program, and at the end of the program, he would have the sounds of nature and stuff, and he'd show a pond and ducks and stuff.
Yeah, and it would go on forever.
It'd go on forever, exactly. Well, Brian Unger from Comedy Central, he came up with this yesterday for us. Check it out.
As we leave you on this Sunday morning, here's me taking a big poop. Sometimes a poop is a good thing on a Sunday morning. Something you'd like to share with your neighbors, your friends. Here's me and the sounds of dumping. Oftentimes we don't have time to show you the poop. Today, here's me taking a dump and then me showing it to you. Oftentimes, we like to leave our viewers with a little something from the outside. Today, it's me taking a poop. Here's me running to the outhouse to take a big old Harry. And as we leave you on this Sunday morning, the sounds of pooping. Because there's nothing better than a good poop.
Opie and Anthony.